Hey guys, Kieran here again, and in today's lesson we're going to be looking at an acoustic version of the song Amelia by Tonight Alive. So this version will use easy beginner chords. We're going to be in standard tuning as well. So my capo is on the 2nd fret, but like always my guitar's doing a whole step down, so I just need to put it on the 2nd to make it sound like it's in standard. So you guys just remain in standard tuning and it'll sound just like this. Just before we get into the tutorial, I got a lot more videos on my channel, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and check out some of those other videos. So with this song, we'll be using 4 easy chords. First one will be a C add 9. So I should mention that with all these chords, you'll be putting your pinky and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd string. So that would just be remaining there for the whole song. So to play this C add 9, your 2nd finger goes on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and you want to mute that low E string. 2nd chord will be a G, so you just move these 2 fingers up 1 string, and then everything else is open, and these 2 fingers remain where they are. 3rd chord, is this E minor. So 1st and 2nd finger go on the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 4th string, and then that low E wants to remain open. And then the 4th chord will be this D/F sharp. So you can play a normal D if you want. Just put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then play everything from the 4th string down. You can mute these lowest 2 strings, or you can put your 2nd finger where that 1st finger just was, and pop your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and then try and mute the 5th string with your 1st finger. Just rest it down, and then that'll be a D/F sharp. Just a variation as well on this G. You can just play like that, so you don't use your 2nd finger. You can just mute the lowest E string and just put your 1st finger down on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. That's a variation if you want to do that. So we got C add 9, G, E minor, and a D/F sharp, or a D, whatever you prefer. So the intro to this song, there's a few ways you can do this. I saw one version where Jenna just plays 1 time on this G, stops, and then goes into the verse. But you can also play the verse chords for an intro as well. But before I get into that, I'll just go over the strumming pattern. So it's a real easy strumming pattern, and the whole strumming pattern is used for each chord, so there's no like changing in between the strumming pattern or anything like that between chords. So the strumming pattern will be down, down, up, down, up, 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 and that'll be one strumming pattern. So it'll be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So that strumming pattern will be in the description if you want to check that out. So like I say, with the intro you can play 1 strumming pattern on that G if you want, stop, and then go into the verse. Or you can play the verse chord progression, which I'll just go into now. So the verse chord progression will be 1 time on this G, 1 time on this C, 1 time on the E minor, and then 1 time on the C, sorry. So it's 1 time on the G, 1 time on the C, 1 time on the E, and 1 time on the C. So like I say, for the intro you can do that progression once, twice if you want to, or you can just play 1 time through on the G, then go into the verse. So again, it's the verse now. It will be that chord progression, G, C, E minor, and C, for 2 times around the chord progression. And then you get straight into the chorus after that. There's no pre-chorus. And the chorus will be 1 time on the E minor, 1 time on the C, 1 time on the G, and and then one time on the D/F sharp or D, whichever you prefer. So what I'll do now, I'll just go through the intro, go through the verse, and then go through the chorus, and then stop. I think about you every single day, and every time I see your face, I awaken, it brings me to tears. We haven't spoken in years. We were close when we were young and naive. We grew up and we learned other things. You'll always be sweet 16. So after that chorus, you go straight into the next verse. So the next verse will be the verse chord progression again: G, C, E minor, and C. But this time that chord progression just goes around one time as opposed to 2 times in the previous verse. And then the next chorus will be the chorus chord progression again: E minor, C, G, and D and/F sharp, but this time it'll go around 3 times. So the first 2 times around that progression, there's some singing on, and then the third time it's sort of a little interlude section before we get into the bridge, but you use the chorus chords. So like I say, that second chorus goes around 3 times that progression. So I'll just play that verse now and that chorus just so you can piece everything together. I miss you and it still feels like I know you. I've got pictures of us side by side to show you, but it feels like I owe you so much more. And you will always be perfect, you'll always be beautiful. Our hearts will never forget you. You didn't belong here, and it's become so clear why I haven't called your name. And it just doesn't seem right. Does it really need a sign? Are we dreaming? We'll never let go of you. Wish you were here, but it's becoming clear that Earth's just not the place for an angel like you. For an angel like you. So just recapping on that second bit, it's the chord progressions for the verse, but just one time through this time. And then for the second chorus, you play the chorus chord progression 3 times. And then after you go into a bridge section. So the bridge section will be 1 time through on a G, 1 time through on a D/F sharp or a D, whichever you prefer. Then you go back to a G, and then back to a D/F sharp. So that'll be the first half of the bridge. The second half will be an E minor for 1 time progression, 1 time the strum pattern, sorry, to a C for 1 time, to a G for 1 time, and then to a D/F sharp. So that second time of the bridge will be the chorus chord progression, and then the first half will just be different. It'll be G to D/F sharp, G to D/F sharp. So after that bridge, you then go into a little interlude section, which will be 1 time through the chorus progression, which will be E for 1 time, C for 1 time, G for 1 time, and then D/F sharp for 1 time. So I'll just play through that bridge now, go into that little intersection, and then stop just before the last chorus and the outro. So with this bridge as well, you can mix it up a little bit. Instead of just playing the normal strum pattern, you can do some palm muting if you want of that strum pattern, or just straight down palm muting if you want. Whatever you think sounds good, or you can just do the normal strum pattern as well if you want to. But I'll just play it now, like I say, just so you can piece everything together. You meant so much to so many, I'm not quite sure how to do justice to you if they're ready to say goodbye. I know I'm not. You meant the news in the paper, the days and days, but it hardly seems fair. The whole world should know your name. I want them to know your name. And then straight after that bridge, you can go straight into that second chorus. So the second chorus is just 2 times the chorus chord progression, and that first E minor, you can just hit it once and let ring, and then go into the normal strum pattern for the rest of that chorus. And then after that chorus, you go into the outro, and the outro progression is just the normal verse progression, but that just goes around 1 time for the outro. And then the last chord will be a G chord. So I'll just play that last chorus, do the outro, just so I can piece everything together for you. And you will always be perfect, you'll always be beautiful. Our hearts will never forget you. You made a joke, and it's become so clear I never called your name, and it just doesn't seem right. Was it really a time or were we dreaming? We'll never let go of you, wish you were near, but it's becoming clear that us just found a place for an angel like you. But now we must let you forward, our love lies with you, our souls fly with you, Amelia. So I think I've covered everything there. Like I say, the strum pattern will be in the description as well as the chords. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing some more tutorials in the future. So subscribe, stay tuned for them. Just on a side note as well, this tutorial is in standard tuning, but you can drop your guitar down a half step as well, and it sounds really good down there. I think that is closer to the actual record if you go half step down. So this version is just based off a live version that Jenna did. So yeah, like I say, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and until next time, peace out.